Some people say your voice is seductive.
Inini.
Because of like it's like low. And I go, yes, baby.
No, I don't think that's the case though, because
Yeah.
I'm a radio person, right?
Yeah.
So there's a certain way I'm supposed to be. I don't know. There's something that you need to do with your voice as you are talking to someone.
Okay.
I don't know. Try to mold it in a certain way. You just don't have to be like, you know.
So you're molding it.
I feel like it has become something natural.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because like I heard someone saying, "Guti, ponoveringa news, nenda noveringa news." Should be like, and Zimbabwe is back.
Yeah, like because you can't be, you know how you just open your mouth and your voice goes like loud.
So does that come from like Zichi? Training from varsity, or it's like
No. I feel like, as you're studying, you get to pick your strength, Antika. So I don't think it's something that you really need to be trained on. If it's something that's not in you, maybe. But if you know, Guti, I think I have a radio voice, or I think I have a television voice, and then you just like show up. Like
so
that.
how was the journey like? Like the journey of you saying, Guti, okay, I'm choosing this career path.
Maybe from being a student.
Okay, I want to do like...
Nah, not exactly.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something totally different.
What did you want to do?
But because of circumstances,
What circumstances?
It's actually embarrassing because most people are always asking me, like, how did you end up being in the journalism field with 14 points?
Yeah, how?
It doesn't make a lot of sense because most people in the journalism industry, they have more like, from 5 points.
Yeah.
That's okay because it's more like you can't do anything else, but you can only fit in the journalism industry. But for me, I could have done law. I could have studied law. I could have studied anything else. But hey, family politics, whatever, it was just a lot of drama.
Family politics,
Not exactly.
I feel like journalism is actually good if you like it.
It's nice in the sense that it gives you an appreciation of like a whole lot of things in life. You can actually, as a journalist, like you have access to almost every field because you get to interact with different people in different professions. So I think that's the only advantage to say.
Interaction with different people.
With different people in different professions.
And you can go anywhere.
Something like that.
So is what you're doing now something that you've always wanted to?
I'm actually tapping into that.
You're tapping into it?
Yeah, because I'm just getting started and, trying to figure out if I'm really a professional person or I'm just forcing things. But I don't know. We'll see.
I feel like you're good. All right, in terms of, let's talk a little bit about radio, Andika. I actually don't like radio that much.
Why?
I've never been a fan of radio. I was, but then But then I know a little bit about radio. I know about like my program Chichi.
All right.
So which part of that or radio movement in terms of the organizational structure, Andika, would you prefer kuita? There is a kuita program manager, station manager, or like DJ or presenter. Which field would you say?
I honestly love the department that I'm in currently.
What's that?
The news and current affairs.
Okay.
It's quite it's quite good for me because I don't know. It just gets me. I don't know. I'm just always in the office. I think that's the part I love most because I don't think I'm that person who is comfortable enough to be in the public and but then just being in the office and get to the studio, I feel like I'm in my comfort zone. Okay. I don't know, maybe with time I might be able to, step out of my comfort zone and try something different. But for now, just that's my that's my thing.
If it's not news, Andika, what would you prefer?
Maybe let's just say an editor, but still in the news department.
You don't want breakfast or
my shows?
Drive, yeah, my show.
I don't think I don't think I would strive in the radio service department.
Yeah. Because
there's just a lot of things to do, and you need to be that person who is more interactive, someone who is open to to just accommodate like different people in your life because you need guests, you need experts from different fields, you need just a whole lot of different people.
Don't you think you're that person was
I don't think so.
I remember the first day that I met you. Then that way I could show you Jake Kandiga. And yeah, you came in, did your thing.
And then I
like,
left.
no, they don't get high. I was like, okay, she talks.
That's just me. I feel like it takes like quite a lot of time for me to be comfortable to just say, oh, hi, and start maybe like having a conversation with me. I think that's the problem that I face with a lot of people. Because if you meet me like for the first time, trust me, you will go with the assumption that I'm a mean person.
Okay.
But give me some time. You'll see how nice I am.
Are you comfortable right now?
Yeah, like this is my second time.
I mean, getting comfortable with me.
Yeah, that's probably the reason why I'm here.
Oh,
Because
okay.
like that's like the third time seeing you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
fourth
yeah.
because I came for
You came
dinner
twice.
of it. Yeah.
And then the other time I was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think I'm just getting there. I don't know.
You're getting there.
It happens sometimes.
It happens.
You just relapse and you feel like, oh no.
So let's say this guy who talk to you and in the streets, you just say you're someone who on street and okay, hi.
And then
Or anongokufura already nas or this whole week.
oh,
Because that's a sign of whether you are someone who's accommodating to people or who's got a.
my face on its own is just giving mean, right?
Nah, I don't
I'm
think
telling
so.
you. I'm telling you.
Ayo.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like smile and be a nice person.
Now let me tell you why you think what your face is giving like mean. You're always looking fly, Antika.
Oh.
I always see your TikTok like, oh,
Okay.
this Ali is fly.
Oh, thank
Fly
you.
for days. Alika. So it's actually intimidating for some people.
To actually come into your space.
Hey, hi. Just say hi because like I feel like it's different. Africa and Europe and other countries it's different.
Different, yes.
In Europe, maybe depending on which part of Europe and some parts of Europe, no, hi, how are you?
Yeah.
No, Africa, I think it used to be like that.
No, you know what I think?
Yeah.
I feel like with most guys, it's just about how good you are, like how confident or secure you are with yourself before you try to step into someone else's space. Because if you have a very low self-esteem, you'll probably think like should I just go approach
it's not even,
this hand?
it's not
Because
even about
most people
self-esteem.
have a very low esteem and you feel like I can't, this girl is so intimidating, and what if she just doesn't talk to me?
Have you ever had like that thing you could I know you're not good at in Shona,
In Shona.
but then at that point I only know it in Shona, the English bandos aningapera don't say
Okay.
so as people say kuti munano people who ask you out are your type munano nyengwa type yake. Do you think?
No,
what do you
no.
think about that
No,
section?
no.
Why would you like?
No. Most
Yeah.
guys are just overconfident.
No.
Let me be honest with
Do you
you.
know what a rational person, Andika,
Yeah.
or a person who's got senses would know kuti, okay, possibility kuti ndipinda apa is like probability over above 50% Andika or 0.5 because we know Andika. No one in his right mind would come over at you. Yo, what's up? You're looking fly. I want to get to know you. Let's get to know each other.
There is that,
Yeah.
right? But also, I've seen most guys who are just overconfident.
How many guys are overconfident?
Okay, I don't get, approached as much.
Would you want to get approached? As
No.
much?
I feel like that's just unnecessary attention on my side.
I'm always seeing on your statuses, you don't like relationships, so why? What's wrong? What's going
There's
on?
nothing wrong with men, believe me, but like there's something wrong with maybe my perception of relationships lately, because maybe probably from the past experiences,
Okay.
right? So I'm just like, no, there's nothing wrong with men. People can just do
No, let's
their
talk. Let's
thing.
talk about something. I like the fact that you put kuti the past whatnot, Anika.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first heartbreak? What happened?
Oh yeah, life happened. A lot
Yeah.
happened,
What
but
happened?
again, it was my first heartbreak. That was 2024.
20. Oh.
Yeah.
Cap.
I swear.
Stop capping.
I swear. My first ever heartbreak was in 2024.
2024.
Last
I
year.
feel like you're capping. All right.
I'm
Was that
telling
the
you.
first relationship or first heartbreak?
Not first relationship.
So
first
you've been
heartbreak.
with.
First heartbreak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the first relationship. You wasn't in love
It
with the
didn't
person.
give me like a heartbreak as such, but it was, let me say it was like obviously it was the first relationship, right? You are not comparing the person to anyone else.
Yeah.
You know, you're just learning how to love, or maybe just how to navigate through, you know, this love thing or whatever. But when we ended things, it was like on a very silver manner. I would say, you know what? I feel like maybe I'm moving to a different country, and I feel like it won't work. We agreed.
Yeah.
We ended things.
So if he comes back and you're single,
No.
why not?
Probably, I think I have outgrown the person.
Nah, you can never outgrow the
I'm
person.
telling you, I swear. I've done a lot of growing up.
And introspection.
Yes, and I'm just like, yeah, that was my first relationship. It was all good. Nothing wrong with the guy.
Yeah.
But I'm just feeling like, honestly, we won't be compatible on a love scale.
Okay.
Maybe as people like who used to know each other, you have a lot of things to talk about. But like to say, let's just do this and hey, I feel like we're now two different people on a love scale.
Now I've got a question, Anika. You said that was like the first relationship, the one who.
Yeah.
How about the heartbreak? What happened?
It was actually my second relationship. It's
No, I'm saying you having second. All right.
What do you mean?
No, because like you went to uni, Andika.
Yeah.
That's like 4 years or 4
Okay.
years, isn't it?
Yeah, like my first relationship, I started dating when okay, let me just tell you the year. That was 2018. My first relationship.
And don't go to for man.
Just your matter is also.
Okay.
That was 2018.
Because I was trying to figure out.
That was 2018, right?
Yeah.
And then 2022, we broke up.
That was 4 years.
Almost 5 years.
Yeah.
Right. And then I got into a relationship with this guy, right? And then we broke up in 2024 April.
Okay. That's
From
like
2022.
No.
Right.
Yeah. So what about long distance?
Yeah, because I just feel like I do long-term relationships. That's the only
Long-term, yeah.
Because when you are in a relationship, the assumption is probably you want to build something like with the person, right?
Yeah.
You can't just like do casual relationships. Well, there are people who do that. Maybe just not for me. Because if I'm in long-term, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
Like what they call
I'm
it?
a lover in the actual sense. I just feel like I meet maybe wrong people sometimes.
Nah, how do you reckon it's wrong people?
All right, I don't want to be judgmental, but I just feel like there are people who don't know what they're doing when it comes to, these relationships. They're just doing it for fun.
All right. I've got a question. You say 2 relationships.
Yeah.
Which is hard to believe. I'm not saying kuti.
Maybe for someone who is used to casual relationships, there's umjolos, right?
Yeah.
It's probably hard to believe. But when I talk of a relationship, I talk of something where you have your emotions invested in that person.
Yeah.
And it's just hard to just, pull out at any time.
But umjolos has been there.
Umjolos.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
I feel like you try to protect your
Honestly
reputation.
speaking, I don't believe in umjolo.
All right, let's talk about this, Anika. For example, I don't actually remember the number of hands that I've been with.
Okay.
Andika.
Yeah.
I know girls care about that. Mine might be 2, might be 1, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
Andika. What's the number of relationships in terms of, let's put it as body count. I know you said you'd never ask a hand about the body count, Andika.
Yeah.
What is the acceptable number?
As a girl.
As a girl.
Hey, honestly, it depends with people's moralities, right?
Yeah. It's not even about moralities.
It's about what?
It's about how you want to live your life. You want to live your life, you want to have fun. Andika.
Yeah.
And I've got a question as well. For example, Andika, my body count amounts to 120.
Okay.
Would you judge me? Or would you embrace the experience? Could in the
I feel
experience,
like
120?
It's just about, being adventurous, trying to like new things, getting like different flavors. I don't know. For most people, that's always the case.
My chatters, Andika. You find out that my body count is 120.
Okay.
I
wouldn't.
This guy's got experience.
It's not even about that. I feel like the moment I meet you and I want to have something with you, I think whatever you did back then is none of my business.
I didn't care for the first.
Okay, because I'm a girl, right?
Yeah.
Everyone always say a girl's past matters.
Yeah.
But also, a man's past matters.
No, it doesn't.
Because you have been with different people, right? You have like.
But then, as
connected
long as I'm
ties
safe,
with
this is not
different
my
souls.
STI, this is not anything.
No.
Clean, we can rock.
Emotionally, mentally, when you're with me, right? You have been with different people.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about the sexual side of it.
Yeah,
Let's talk
and-
about you as an individual, how it has messed up your mind and everything, how it has changed
how does
or
relationship-
shaped your perspective of like, everything else in terms of relationships. I just feel like most people, when they talk about these things, they always look at the sexual side of it. That's why you always pin it on women, just because they feel like she has been around, she has been ran through and things like that. But then there's also the issue of the
listen,
mentality.
I like the way you phrased ran through. Because ran through.
It's a big word. I know. It's
Ran
a
through
huge
is
statement.
hey.
Yeah, like things have been happening.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's what most people say. Good see, like this girl has been around, like she has been ran through, she has been in the streets for a very long time.
But I feel like no one should know your past, especially if you're getting into a relationship with that person.
I also think it's just I don't know, like sometimes like if you have to start a relationship, let it be based on truth. And because either way, someone is going to open those files to your partner. So he's going to find out either way. I'm telling you, men have a tendency of not congratulating you. Like when you get a new hand, right?
Yeah.
You show your nigga like, oh, guy, like this is my new hand, right?
Yeah.
Instead of saying, oh, she's pretty, congratulations. Now they look for the files. They want to show you, she has been with Zans or she has been with whoever.
Where people
I'm
like,
telling you, men have a tendency of just like disrespecting you like that.
but I take it you're okay. You yourself. Andika.
Yeah.
So let's take an ad break.
Thinking.
Yeah.
Yamataura. Wadzimu.
Yeah.
Wadzimu wanenge wa Russia. Are you a Christian?
Christianity is a religion.
Or which religion are you engaging?
Engaging.
In?
I'm still researching on being a good person. So me being a good person is not contingent on any religion.
Or you just
I might take some things from Islam. I might take some things from Christianity. I might take some things from ATR. As long as she's on the improve on a good person.
Yeah.
Because an average person who's not in a religion might be a better person than mon arukuti ndrim Christian or ndrim ATR or ndrim chakat.
Neto zvigaya kandega.
Yeah.
Ndikaona kuti
Right, so I was saying Kuti, we were actually gelling the same streets. And funny thing is, many people they actually look at one who's asking more than Wakumana.
That's
For
true.
example, I used to do the podcast Namisha Wandika.
Okay.
And people will be like, and I realized Kuti, many people actually know the podcast more because of the hands.
Yes.
And why is
the
that?
thing.
That's bias. If we're looking at it.
It's not.
It's biased because like ladies have little to offer
In terms of what?
in terms of everything.
I'm not a fan of that.
I know.
Because honestly, I feel
How do you
like
reckon
as
you
an
don't-
individual, I feel like I'm just wholesome. Like I'm enough to move things around. So where do you get this assumption that women are inadequate?
Because like women depend on us to run things up. Affirm.
Really?
All right. Oh, not to go past now, Andika.
Yeah.
You're in a relationship right now. Yes. No.
Yes.
So maybe you might claim, I'm an independent lady, whatnot.
Even in a relationship, I always say I'm independent.
You're independent.
Yes.
So you'd
Very
never ask a
independent.
homie for
what?
For anything.
It's like even like in the actual life and like independent people, you're independent, right? You can do whatever without really like having to depend on people, but there are times where you need help, and honestly there's nothing wrong with just giving your nigga like a call. Hi, I need this.
I thought you said you're single.
I'm I'm saying for people who are in relationships.
All right. So why would you choose? Is it like a choice, or people are scared to come to you? You being single.
Me being single.
Yeah.
I think it's me just trying to get over, whatever I've been exposed to.
Last year, come on.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a relationship that, was almost everything to me. Right?
What do you mean? A relationship, almost everything.
Have you ever been with someone who's your girlfriend and a best friend at the same time?
Yeah.
And then you lose that person.
But then
tragically, you lose that person. Right.
What happened?
Break up.
Now here's
the thing.
Maybe the person died or something.
No. Now here's the thing. Right.
Yeah.
You want to move on with your life, but you feel so empty. Because at the end of the day, a relationship is about energy. It's about giving and receiving.
It's not even about energy.
It's about living together.
No, it's not even about that as well.
About.
It's about finding someone who you vibe with. I mean, conversationally, you see that person, you smile. You miss that person when they're not there.
But there's also the issue of vibe, though. Your energy should... if our energies
if you're not giving people chances,
align...
Wait, if you're not giving people chances, how do you know you vibe with this person?
There are some people who are just off-putting, just looking at them, or just by opening their mouth in the first instant, and then you'll be like, oh no.
No, I've got a homie who's coming from the UK just to see you.
Me?
Yeah, because they were like, you know what? I'm coming to Zimbabwe. Can you introduce me to that person?
That's an obsession already, and it's a red flag.
What if it's
Why would you want to obsess over someone that you don't even know?
It's obsession. It's like the person sees you, thinks, okay, that girl is beautiful. Because for men, it's like we fall in love with what we see.
Yes.
Then I was like, okay, I wouldn't mind hanging out with her. And now in love.
Okay.
And hang out.
The vibe. Yeah, maybe it makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So, would you be open to something like that? Or are you a fan of my blind date or being set up?
I'm not a fan of these setups. Remember when I was telling you yesterday that I'm not a fan of staged things? This already feels staged. I'm telling you.
Blind date is not even staged.
For me, it's
planned.
It's a hookup.
Alright, what's the way that you think you would want to date someone if process you
know what? It's just like going to a club, right?
I wouldn't know about clubs. I don't go to the clubs.
I also don't go to the clubs. I don't do it, but I'm just saying, I'm giving an example because it's a wild example.
Yeah.
Where you go to the clubs, you know how people behave in clubs. Mostly people get drunk and they start kunyengerera each other. I don't know what you call that in Shona, but the whole process of trying to get each other's attention. That's the only vibe that you get from there. So I wouldn't go there with the, trying to maybe get a man from such an environment because I know anyone can just hit on me. Probably, it's the only thing they can do at the time. But I would, my fantasy is let's say go to a coffee date. Something solo.
No, coffee date means good Mark.
No, I'm by myself.
Oh, you're by yourself.
It's a solo date, right? I am there, and then this handsome man over there is also sipping on his coffee, he's working on his machine, he's doing stuff like that, and then we just exchange.
I feel like you watch a lot of movies.
And then the next thing, we just can't take eyes from each other. I'm just that's my kind of vibe.
That's your kind of vibe.
In reality, I just feel like sometimes you can just find love anyway.
Okay, right now we're in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Someone approaches you because I know do girls do I've checked you out. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do that with guys?
But you can't act on it.
Yeah, you can't. You don't act on it. You just see, okay, this guy's.
Yeah, you can find someone and then you start, this person is physically attractive because the physical attraction is always there. Yeah. But then now it depends on what you're gonna do about it. Women don't usually act on that, but men will just hey, can I talk to you or whatever? But women will just then they start saying, oh, I'm crushing on this guy.
Oh.
Something
so
like that.
I remember I was watching this other podcast and this girl was saying, Kuti, the way that I date, Munwando date is by Ndotanga Ndamita Shamwari, then become based in
I think I saw that. The
You saw it, huh?
2K,
Yeah,
whatever.
the Ama 2K.
Yeah, I
What did
saw
you think
that.
about that?
I think that's dating for me.
Yeah,
Getting to know someone.
yeah.
That's the whole point of
So
dating.
no, dating is like I've shared my intention in Koorika. Could have said, you know what, you and me are gonna be something later in the future.
But then would you approach someone and say, I want to be friends with you?
The last time that I approached someone, like in 2012, that's the last time I approached someone.
Come on.
I'm
You don't
being
have
serious.
to lie.
I'm being serious.
And
Now,
then,
because
what have you been doing?
I've been there. I've been just
oh,
there.
just, okay.
Just there, like.
Okay.
A,
Yeah, but I feel
like,
like...
the last time we had like, so what had happened was, I don't remember. Oh yeah, we took Gweru, we had like a photography business, and then someone came through. Like at Tembro to Roma picture, how much is photo shoot? I was like, okay, this. Then I got to tutorial. Then Panem told us like, yo, this chick is mighty fine.
Okay.
I was like, you know what? You look nice. Digital joker, digital okay, look sexy for me. You know, like it was kind of a lot of photo shoot.
Yeah.
The photographer look good as
Exactly.
look sexy for me. So but then look sexy for me. They told her, okay. I was like, yo, are you in a relationship? Then she was like, nah. Like, yo, I'm not in a relationship, so let's go out and check if we vibe. And if we vibe, we'll honor. So the last time someone asked you out, and this could come Vuma or anything. What's the wildest story I was going out?
Okay, lately, because I'm not an outgoing person.
Yeah.
So lately I've been getting like DMs and,
especially TikTok.
Yeah,
because your TikTok is fire.
My Instagram is a private account
why?
For some reasons.
Okay.
Okay, I'm one person who I just love being in my space. So sometimes I feel like I do not need all that attention from people. If I'm to probably meet my special person, it has to come probably maybe from some mysterious ways. I don't know. It just doesn't have to be like an ordinary thing where like you get all those DMs from different men and then you have to choose from there.
But then DMs, do girls like being asked out through the DMs? Like you because like when I sent you a message that time on TikTok later, I chat on the what's called locally blue tick or anything.
No. The reason why I responded is because I had met you before, right? So in my mind I was like, okay, I have met this person. We have done business before, so obviously it's just business related.
Yeah.
It's different from getting like DMs from just, anyone. Because people are bored on the internet. They just want someone to chat with.
No.
I'm telling you.
Wait, would you accept someone, a relationship proposal if someone asked you out from the DMs? And if so, what's the best way or not? Okay, if someone comes at me like this, I would be like, definitely, yo.
Okay, I think I wouldn't say it's impossible because my previous relationship, the one that I was talking about, like I met the guy on Facebook.
Okay.
That was 2022, right? Yeah. So this guy sent me a DM and then I checked him out. Profile. Yeah, like I think I was a kid though, because I was like, what? Yeah, I was a kid. Though. 22.
Yeah.
I was 22. So I'm just like, I wouldn't say, because people find life in very different ways, right? So that was, for me, that was a love story. It was proper. We were actually solid. So I wouldn't say those kind of proposals are not working because it worked for me at some point.
Do you believe someone can fall in love with your voice first before sangana newe? For example, you
can actually get attracted to someone, like maybe just because of the way you look or the way you talk, the way you walk. I get a lot of, I love the way you walk. Or I love the way you just talk. I just love the way you... I don't know. I get a lot of that. And sometimes I feel like, yes, I know I possess all those things. And it shouldn't
Confidence.
It shouldn't really carry me all around with it's a compliment, it's a genuine compliment. The least I can say is thank you and we move on. It's something that doesn't just just
so what runs through your mind if someone comes to you and over Sunday on the street, then be like, you know what, but I'm in a rush, but then I want your number, I want to talk to you some other time.
No, I think
You don't give out your number in the streets.
No, I don't.
Saka, how do you expect to find like love?
I'm not looking for love.
What you looking for?
Nothing. I'm not looking for
Stop the
love.
cap.
Honestly speaking.
Stop capping.
Here's the thing. I'm not actually looking for love. You know, when you're looking for love, you are bound to settle for whatever that feels comfortable or that feels
Okay, you
fulfilling
want
at the
love
time.
to find you.
I just want to be in a position where I'm just like, oh, this guy really made me feel like, you know, I'm loved.
Okay.
Because if you go around looking for love as a woman, you're under pressure. You're putting yourself under some, you know, sort of pressure.
Yeah.
And you are likely to settle for something that's way beneath you. So I wouldn't
Interesting.
advise someone to, you know, go look for love. Maybe as a man, because you're hunters, right? You know what you're looking for. But as a woman, I feel like wait to be found, something like that. Don't just be.
What
it's
if I
just giving
what if I want to
desperate.
find you in the streets?
In the streets,
Yeah.
doing what?
Now go on uchifamba, you're looking good, aesthetics nice, demeanor nice as well. Because it's actually difficult to talk to a girl Oskasi. You know what, if I die. Yes, Uribo, I want your number, I want to talk to you later. Not in those exact words, but then
Yeah.
along those lines. So you wouldn't be like, I don't give out people my number.
It really depends, because I wouldn't say I don't give people my number, right? I have given niggas my number in the street.
Why do you say
But-
niggas? Why do you say niggas? Niggas is such a derogatory like
All
term.
right, I do give men like my number in the
Yeah.
streets. I wouldn't deny that. But then it really takes a lot of. Sometimes you don't really have to convince me to give you my number.
Yeah.
Just the way you approach me, right?
Okay.
Just know your story.
Mm.
No matter, even if you're not looking for something solid, maybe just friendship,
Yeah.
whatever.
So you date someone who agatangarisha mari yako or
Mostly, I have never done that before, but I think it's something that I would do. Like I said, love can always find you anywhere, even because people can say, "Guti, yo, I'm done with love," but love is not done with you.
yeah.
Yeah, it can always locate you, even if you are hiding. Love will always locate you.
And you don't choose who you fall
Exactly,
for. It
and
just
when
happens.
to fall, it happens. So I'm just like, yo, even if I feel like I'm done with love, all I know is love isn't done with me. So we can be friends, and then maybe in the near future you feel like I have feelings for you, like genuine feelings.
Would
for
you tell someone that you've got feelings for them?
I've never done that before.
But would you?
I think I would, because I'm one person who is just straightforward. I'm not afraid to shoot my shot. Like I can just like tell you.
Because
Right,
like
and
for
you're
us
not
men,
my
if you
type.
tell me good you're feeling something for me, then I feel like a weaker man. Kutindanzi. Then don't
Why
say.
Why
Alright,
can't you just?
you tell me
be-
good you're feeling you've got the horse for me. How am I supposed to respond? Am I supposed to say
Just
like
be
yo?
honest with your feelings.
Yo, I've been thinking
Just-
about it as well.
Just be honest. Don't lie. I think that's the only time you have to actually listen to your gut feeling and just say the truth. If you feel like, oh no, I feel like we're better off as friends, just say it. But if you feel like you also have some feelings for me, just like, oh yeah, I've been thinking about it, or maybe I was scared it was going to ruin our friendship. But yeah, if you have feelings for me, just admit, oh yeah, Lam, I feel like you
I feel like we're vibing.
yeah, but then if you want someone who feel like no, you're just like no, I feel like we're good as friends. Let's keep it that way.
Okay.
I feel like it's high time people be honest with each other. Don't just get into relationships because probably you're lonely. If I was to do that, I would have played a lot of men.
What do you do for fun? Because like
It's complicated. Maybe that's why I'm single.
alright, you're alright by yourself.
Yeah.
What do
I'm
you do?
always home. That's
Always
the
home
thing.
doing what?
So if I'm not at work, I'm home. I'm watching movies. I'm having some drinks by myself, or I'm on
Brutal.
TikTok. when I'm home, I usually drink amarula.
Okay, Amarula is nice.
Yeah, or I'm cooking. I'm just
Yeah.
having like these indoors hobbies that I usually like.
Is it
cooking.
because you are naturally an introvert or
Yes, yes.
So if I say Londiwe, let's hang out this weekend.
It
Nothing
really
serious,
depends on
nothing-
what you are gonna be doing.
Eh?
It's just gonna depend on what you have in mind.
I won't like tell you good to down it
just
because
don't
you
invite
outweigh.
me to like a club.
No, not even club
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
If I tell you let's go out this weekend, don't
Yeah.
ask. You just say yes. Then
What if it's something that I'm not gonna like and I'm gonna be like a horrible company?
you
all
know
day?
about you know what? I don't enjoy this company.
Then
I don't
what do we
enjoy
do
this
from
thing.
there?
Huh?
Then what
Then
do we do
tozokera
from
kumba,
there?
then
I feel like we are adults. Let's just communicate prior. Londi, I feel like maybe let's just go swimming. Let's try something different. Swimming? I do.
Are you good at it?
Yeah.
You're not good to swim?
Yeah, most people, you went like to a government school, right?
I went to a private school.
I get that a lot from people who go like in government schools, they can't swim.
I feel like that's like that's a blow to people who get locked up in school. I didn't go to
because don't have swimming pools. Like the most thing that you do is like football. What else? Netball.
Yeah.
Most people don't even do like volleyball. They just do like the basic, the football, the athletics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I get that. It just like sometimes I do appreciate people who take me out of the house. Like, you need a different atmosphere. Let's go do this. That I appreciate. It doesn't have to be something expensive, really. It's just something, nice, something fun. I have been to, what do you call this place? Someone was like, I want you to try this place. Maybe you would love it.
Did you like it?
Like a whole lot of different activities. Horse riding, there was zip lining.
I know women
there was
like
just a whole lot of vibe, and I felt like maybe I did enjoy everything. But then there's someone who would say, let's go out at night. Obviously, you want to take me to that's not my vibe. I'm not saying there is anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
But personally, I don't vibe in that environment. It's just not, my cup of tea.
Your cup of tea, yeah. So, because of time, because I know you have to go to work.
Yeah.
This was nice.
Okay.
And we'll do this again.
Sure.
Because I feel like there's a lot to unpack. Because Patashi go to an intro.
Yeah,
because maybe or maybe not, they might be having their own show. I'm not sure. Because she wants 100,000. Right now, I don't have.
I feel like it's going to be like something interesting.
No, before we go, how much do you think you're worth? I've always wanted to ask that question. I've asked, in terms of like...
In terms of what exactly?
This is in terms of how much do you think you're worth?
I wouldn't put a price tag on myself.
Okay. How much do you think your time is worth?
My time?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
You don't even know?
Yeah.
You can't even guess the number.
I think it just depends on what I'm doing. If it's something basic, probably I'll say... I would have like, an idea on which figure to play around. But honestly, I'm not the person who... This whole issue of, lobola.
Yeah,
the bride price.
Lobola.
For me, honestly,
if
it was up to me, I wouldn't accept lobola.
You wouldn't?
Yeah.
Don't.
No, not because I want to just be taken or whatever. But I just feel like...
the freedom to say, okay... Because
lobola takes a lot of freedom from women.
So you do agree with me if I pay lobola for you, Andika?
Yeah.
You are my asset, you are my thing. I own you.
I wouldn't say thing, but lobola is a traditional. It's a traditional thing, traditional culture for most African, countries, right? So it's something that has to be done culturally, probably maybe to respect or to whatever the family of the bride.
Yeah.
But people don't understand the effect it has on the woman. Right? Because with most men, the mentality most men possess is that if I paid lobola for you, I own you. Right?
Because I own you.
You are not within your rights to say.
Now it depends on the amount of lobola. If I pay 300,000,
it's really not even about the amount. The fact that I paid something to your parents, they feel like I now own you, and you're gonna treat me anyhow.
I would like the person who will marry you, Anika, would never treat you. If someone loves you, they would never treat you some type of way. True. So my advice to women: if you are to get married to someone, don't just go in, just look at the person, investigate the person. If he's the type of person that
people should marry on the basis that they love each other, not because your family looked at the guy and they felt like he has a lot of money. Because trust me, there is nothing that's as expensive as peace. For me, it's just my peace of mind. I don't care who I end up with, even if he doesn't have the money. I can take care of my man as long as he gives me the peace that I need in my life.
You can take care of the man.
Yeah, I can. I I can take care of my men. I won't lie.
Yeah.
One thing I don't like is I was gonna give you like a practical example, but then no.
You
like,
can.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because it's a very sensitive issue.
It's okay. Sensitivity. I'm sensitive as well.
No.
Everyone
I'll
in here
end
is
up
sensitive.
like big DJ Ola. But then here's the thing, though. I feel like if you are to marry someone just because they have the money, that's your because sometimes these things are influenced by
I
our
get
parents. You know what I'm talking about? Yes.
Yeah.
Now, most of these things are influenced by our parents because
Yeah.
they just want to get like $1 out of us. They just want to like capitalize, right?
Yeah.
But then it costs you your peace. If someone said if something costs you your peace, it's way too expensive. For me, if I was to get married, it should be on the basis that this is my soulmate. I feel something special for this person. The issue of lobola will come later, but as long as I know that I'm being loved, I'm being, I'm safe.
No, we will talk about this next time.
Yeah.
And next time, we'll check in anyway because
Yeah, sure.
all things might have been in place by that time. Would have been in place by that time.
Yeah.
And because of time and because she has to go, because I don't know Zingobasa.
I don't want to lose my job. One thing that's scary about losing my job is having to rely on a man.
We won't take that. I'm going to take that out.
Yeah, like no ways.
So Gweru podcast, we're out. That was Londiwe and me. You know me. I never usually introduce people. You're the first person I introduce.
Why?
Because I don't know.
I've got like a very beautiful name though. I wouldn't mind like people just like, hey Londi.
Yeah.
Yeah.